Hi, this is Jay Stern, and for the Week 4 assignment in strategic planning within a nonprofit environment, I've chose to look at a resource I found around the SWOT analysis. Of course, as we know, the SWOT analysis is really the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats section of the overall environmental analysis within a strategic plan. So we'll just introduce the resource, describe the resource, a little bit on how it's used, and then go into the strengths and limitations, and then show you the website and the URL at the end of this discussion. So the resource I found on the SWOT analysis is by an organization called Firespring. They're out of Lincoln, Nebraska, and they tout themselves as a world-class organization that provides both strategic and marketing expertise along with website technology and support. What I liked was that they do work in a variety of industries, but they do have a special vertical in the nonprofit sector. So the resource I found really provides guidelines to generate creative thinking. It also provides a roadmap or an example on how to go about the SWOT analysis process. And what I really liked was it really talked about best practices on how to conduct a strategic planning meeting with a focus on the SWOT analysis. A couple things, a couple good tidbits include sending out an agenda ahead of time to everybody that's going to attend, have a facilitator, and of course, encourage a collaborative and respectful environment. How it's used, it's basically a checklist or a template at a basic level to go through the SWOT analysis process. Its strengths really are that it addresses best practices on how to conduct strategic planning in the SWOT analysis, as I just mentioned. And I think it's a really nice template and applicable to really many nonprofit organizations. I think it's very good for startup organizations, for those organizations that are relatively immature in their planning process. And it's also beneficial to those that maybe don't have as much experience in the strategic planning area. The other thing I like, not just on the SWOT analysis, but the site and the organization has some really good articles in their blog around best practices in marketing, social media, and public relations. This is an example of some of the template or some of the guidelines that they use in the SWOT analysis, looking at all four areas with the strengths and weaknesses being internal and the opportunities and threats being external. The limitations are that it really is a basic tool, while a strength that could be viewed as a limitation for those organizations that are more mature or go through a more complex or comprehensive strategic planning process. I think there could be some more depth as it relates to some of the areas within the SWOT that it looks at around strategic planning, needs assessment, and program design. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Firespring website. So this is a view of the website and really the article that I found on how to do a SWOT analysis, going through some of the basic tips on meetings, and then going through really a template or some examples on how organizations could use in their own plans around the SWOT itself. So here's the actual URL. I would encourage you all to go check it out for the SWOT analysis resource and other resources that they have on the firespring.com site. Thanks.